Today's such a big day. Two big things are happening. One of them, which is gonna come towards the end of this video, is gonna involve us having a few new, let's just call them pets around. We'll explain later. But because today's such a big day, and because things are gonna be changing for us so much, I wanted to try this video a little bit different and show you guys what the early morning is like here. It's 6 a.m. right now. We haven't filmed much at this time, but I think it's so beautiful. So I just wanted to share a little bit of this morning with you guys. Today is gonna be a really big day. It's gonna be some really big steps into finally starting to be self-reliant, living off grid, having food, producing our own food. If you guys have been following along, then you know this pump house that we've been building for maybe the last week or so. And we were gonna just put a regular roof on it, but all the stores are closed, as you guys know. We can't really get many materials, so what we're gonna do is try to not only use the materials that we have, but make two uses out of this roof. So two big plans for today. We're working on the first one right now, which is that roof. So we're turning it into a living roof. What I want to grow on there, sorry, let me get away from the generator for a second. So we're gonna build a garden on the top of the roof, and we're gonna grow some microgreens and some herbs. So this will be our first raised bed. This is all gonna be out of repurposed materials that we just have laying around. So step number one is to lay some boards running across here. And you may be saying, using wood for a raised bed might not be the best idea. It's gonna rot, it's gonna absorb water, especially here in the tropics. But we have a solution for that. Oh, no. Everyone right now is saying, what are you guys doing?
Can I tell them the name of what we're doing?
Yeah.
Shou Sugi Ban.
You just like that. You just like that name.
Shou Sugi Ban.
Shou Sugi Ban. So as Kay was saying, this is called Shou Sugi Ban. This is a Japanese wood antiquing and preservation method. So the idea is, you take the blowtorch and you burn the wood. And when you burn the wood, it creates a layer of carbon on the top of the wood, and it also seals up all the pores of the wood. So that does two things. It stops bugs from eating the wood and attacking it, and it also stops moisture from going inside, because all those pores are all closed up, and it helps protect it.
That looks super, super nice.
This is just a little boiled linseed oil, and this is just to penetrate the wood, preserve it a little bit more, protect it a little bit more.
Yeah.
What do you think about the color?
Yeah, the color looks really, really nice. It's almost like a deep, deep golden brown, you know?
It looks super natural too, like the stain in our bus. I love the color of the stain.
Yeah.
But
you can tell it's a stain, you know,
like bright
it's
orange.
an artificial color. Whereas this is like real nature, you know, it's burnt wood.
I really, really like it. I think I like closer to this kind of look and feel. This is a little bit too dark, but we learned how to get this. It's just, you just need to burn it a little bit less. So let me just show you, in case you're a little confused, where that wood's gonna go. One piece at a time. It's gonna be 12 pieces running all the way along. And that's gonna basically be the base of the garden bed. I know plywood would be better, but that's what we have. You gotta turn the camera around and put it on your face.
No.
So you can see yourself.
I gotta look at myself.
You look like a robber.
Oh my gosh! How does that happen? I feel like every day for the last 4 days, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this is the first time I feel like I've gotten actual dirt or ash on my face. But every day, Jordan has something on my nose. Tip of his nose. I feel like this is the perfect project to practice this on, because I feel like this is a good thing to do for most of the wood that we're gonna end up using, you know, for for our houses or whatever else.
If it's waterproof and if it's bug resistant, how would you feel about doing all of the wood for the house this way?
Ooh.
Not like, I don't
all
want
the exterior?
Yeah, I don't want to do any studs in wood because I want to do them all out of metal.
Yeah.
But all the exterior ones, if we did them, maybe some just like lighter than this.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm highly considering.
Yeah, you like
highly
it?
considering. I really
It's so
do like
unique,
it.
I think.
I really, really like it. Woo. Woo! You did it, baby.
There it is, you guys. This is going to be the platform.
For my yoga deck.
No. What kind of herbs do you want?
All the herbs.
I'm like so upset you don't like cilantro.
Oh, the herbs.
How can we make guacamole if we don't have cilantro?
We can do cilantro. I'm not a big fan of cilantro, but if you want cilantro, we'll grow some cilantro.
Yes.
Beautiful. Ooh, I like it.
And see, this is a 6-inch piece. All these other ones are 12 inches.
See.
So all the water, this is going to be our garden bed,
Yeah.
and all the water will drain through here.
Amazing. So we'll just poke some holes right in the bottom there.
Well, we're gonna put,
Of the
yeah, we're
plastic?
gonna run plastic sheeting.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so excited.
I love it. It's amazing.
And there it is. Finished. Look at how, dude, I'm so happy about this.
Dude, this is amazing.
Look how cool. Once we get some nice siding, we're trying to decide if we want to do the same type of burned wood for the siding but lighter,
Yeah, kind of cover up the concrete a little bit.
or if we just want to put the plaster on there. But check it out.
You know what the best part of all this is? We can literally shovel out a hole and pick the soil from our land, transplant it into our garden, and use the soil just as is.
Yeah, we don't have to go to like the gardening store and get potting soil or anything.
Right.
That's the best thing about living right next to a volcano, is it just fertilized all your land. So what do you think? Is it planting time? You already planted some seeds?
I'm ready to plant some seed. Coriander.
Parsley.
Some Italian aromatic sage.
Definitely Kaylee's favorite, hibiscus tea. Look at this, you guys. And look at how we laid it out. So here's the water tank. The wind comes from this way. So the water tank blocks the wind. And then all the soil's about 2 inches deep. I would say if I was gonna do anything different, I might have put a support beam going through the middle just because of how heavy all the soil is gonna be with the water. But I think it's gonna be okay. I can always add it later. And also, I didn't have any more. If I had it, I would have put it in there. But we welded pieces of metal together to make this happen. So this is where all the waters are gonna drain out. We just put a little bit of gravel in there and cut the plastic. And this is gonna be our little herb garden. Maybe once we can get some microgreens, we'll put some microgreens in here. I'm so excited about this.
This is awesome. I love it. Should we name it?
Can we call it Lola's garden?
Yeah, because this was Lola's bed that we built there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lola, come on, look at your garden. Come on. Look at this is your garden. This is Lola's garden.
Is there anything in here she could eat?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll probably feed her some. We have to feed her something out of here. We built this for you, good girl. Like, I don't care. I want to chase the birds. You guys. Oh my God. This is why we moved here. This is why we decided to buy this land. It's for this. We came up here. We came up here and saw this. And I'm sorry, the camera just doesn't do it any justice at all. But it just looks so amazing. When these clouds, when the south wind starts coming in, and these clouds come in and just get pushed right up into the volcano, and the sun sets right behind it. We did it, my love. I feel like I could cry. You're gonna cry. Your eyes have been having a little sparkle on them today.
It's because I got mascara on.
Come on, come on. Come on, come on. You gotta get the whole thing over here. You can see the whole volcano. This is where we live. Can you believe someone sold us this? This is where we live. What?
It looks like the volcano's erupting. Erupting of sunshine.
I gotta tell you guys, it's being in a country where we're not totally fluent in the language makes this time a little bit more difficult because we just get messages like this that are all in Spanish. And it's just new like decrees and new laws, and they're just passing laws like every day. And it looks like si eres mujer circulas los días. So that means the women can circulate on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Y si eres hombres circulas los días. The men can circulate or like go out on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So they've just restricted all of our quarantine by half. And no one goes out on Sunday.
Right. So right now we're currently, every person has 2 hours every single day. So now essentially every person's gonna have 2 hours
every other day
besides Sunday.
So like I get to go at 7:30 to 9:30, Kaylee's 1:30 to 3:30.
Yeah.
And now they just like, they're getting ready to go to full quarantine.
I think so too.
We just need to decide how much food we need.
Right.
All right, I gotta be real. I gotta be real about something.
What?
I would say the shower experience is a solid 3 out of 10 for me.
Why? Because it's cold?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
cold.
you gotta Wim Hof it, man. You gotta embrace it for now.
No.
For now. It's gonna be at least a week until that coil is gonna be nice and hot. We don't even know if it's gonna work because it's a hose and not a coil.
I'd say there's a 50% chance it works. All right, guys, we got dinner ready. Dinner's served. A little avocado, chickpea pasta, and asparagus cooked by yours truly. But we got one last little surprise for you guys tomorrow. We think it's gonna happen. We think it's all gonna work out. We'll see you guys bright and early. So we've told you this whole video that there's 2 surprises. And I have the second surprise right now. I don't know if you guys can hear him. It's in this box. I have a gift for you, my love. You ready to see what's inside? I was like, what's in there? What's in there? You ready to see what's inside?
Oh my god, I'm so ready. I'm so ready.
3, 2, 1.